Buenos dias! Hi everyone, my name is Courtney and I am super excited to be doing the AIFS Instagram Takeover today. I am a third-year student at Clark University, which is in Massachusetts. I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in Spanish and education, and this semester I am studying abroad in San Jose, Costa Rica. So today I'm going to be walking you all through what a day in the life is like as a student studying abroad at 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 University, which is right outside of the city of San Jose. And I don't have class in the morning, so I have some little things to get done, and then I have 2 classes in the afternoon, but I will take you with me along my day. So before I go find a spot to settle down and do my homework, I'm going to invite you all to ask any questions you would like that I will answer throughout the day, and I will put that on the next slide. Hello, so I'm taking a break from my homework and I just walked down the street to this French bakery nearby that I really like. They have coffee and smoothies and pastries and sandwiches. So I got this café frío, which is like a frozen coffee, and it's super delicious. And now I'm sitting out in this garden on campus. I like to come here to just kind of decompress, take a break, and get outside. It got a little chilly, so I'm wearing a jacket. It's a little cloudy today, but usually it's pretty sunny. And so I take in the sun because for me it's super cold at home, so I love being out in the sun. And now I'm going to answer some of your questions. There are multiple reasons why I chose AIFS. The first being I've heard great things about AIFS from friends from my college and other colleges who have studied abroad, so I definitely looked into them. A huge part of the program that I was drawn to was staying in a homestay. I've been learning Spanish for a long time and I really wanted an opportunity to practice my Spanish outside of the classroom. And also having a homestay is great. It's having an extra layer of support while I'm here, so that's been really great so far, and I'll talk more about that. Another part is that I looked into the classes while I was applying and they seemed so interesting, and something I really like about the classes that AIFS has is that a lot of them are field trip based. So I have a 3-day field trip with one of my classes that I'm super excited about, and I know a lot of my friends here have a bunch of field trips. I think it's really awesome that AIFS has 3 included excursions in the first month of the program, because it gives you the opportunity to get to know other students outside of the classroom, those that you don't necessarily have classes with that are enrolled in the AIFS program. So my first weekend here, we went to 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗓, which is a national park. There's a beach. We saw monkeys, which are my favorite animal. And last weekend we went to a volcano and did a coffee tour. And this weekend, the one I'm most excited for is we are going to 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦, which is a volcano, and there's a waterfall in La Fortuna, and we're going ziplining in Monteverde, so that's going to be super fun. And I love the size of the AIFS group. I think it's a perfect size. I think right now it's somewhere around 25-30 people, and it really allows me to get to know everyone, and that's been super fun so far. Yes, I always knew that I wanted to study abroad, and I'm really grateful that I've had the opportunity to. My one criteria point when I was applying was applying to a program in a Spanish-speaking country. One reason why I chose to study abroad in San Jose, Costa Rica is because Costa Rica is a Spanish-speaking country, and I am studying Spanish, as I mentioned. I was drawn to Costa Rica over other Spanish-speaking countries, one because of the nature and the ability to travel around the country and see so many different types of nature and attractions, and I thought that would be really cool. I also really liked the idea of studying abroad in Central America, since I have been lucky enough to visit Europe, but I thought it would be a different experience to study abroad here in Central America. And once I saw the San Jose, Costa Rica program, I knew that it was the best fit for me out of my other options. I honestly love my classes that I'm taking. I'm taking classes outside of my major. I'm a psych major, but I'm not taking any psych classes this semester. I am taking a Spanish intensive in February, so I haven't started that one, but I've heard good things about it, and I'm really excited for that opportunity to practice more Spanish. I'm taking a class called Dialectos Latinoamericanos, which is Latin American dialects taught fully in Spanish. Super interesting, learning about differences between countries in the language. I'm taking an art class called Mural Painting and Public Art, which is really awesome because I haven't taken an art class since I was in high school, and I'm really enjoying that. And I'm taking a class in business and economics called 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦, the Costa Rican case, and that has been fascinating and interesting for me, so I am really enjoying them. So this is the last question I'll answer for now. No, you do not need to be fluent to study here. Something awesome about this program is that there's such a wide range of Spanish-speaking abilities and knowledge of the language within the students. So some of my friends here came having not spoken a word of Spanish in their life. And on the other end, there are people who are native speakers, grew up speaking Spanish, and everywhere in between. So it's really great that there are Spanish intensives for every level, every type of learner and knowledge, and people get to help each other. Like, I've gotten help from my friends who are native speakers because I'm somewhere in the middle, so that's been really cool. Hello, I am back. So I just had my first class of the day. It was my Latin American dialects class. So we talked about the homework and had some discussion and had some instruction. And like I said, I really enjoy that class. And now I have 2 hours free before my next class. So what I'm doing right now is taking a little break and enjoying this view, which I will show you right now. I never get sick of these views. It's so beautiful, the combination of all the houses and the mountains in the distance, and it's starting to clear up, which is nice. This feels like the perfect time to answer this question. So yes, I definitely really like being in San Jose. I really like the urban setting within all of this nature surrounding, and there's so much to explore here. I've gotten to get out a little bit in the neighborhood and parts of like downtown San Jose, but I still have so much to explore, and I'm really excited to have many weeks to do so. So this is a great question because obviously coming to a new place, I really wanted to meet new people from all around the US, from Costa Rica, and from all around the world, and I found it really easy to do so while I've been here. So like I said, my program is pretty small, and it's a good size in that I know everyone by name, and I've gotten to spend a lot of time with everyone, both on our excursions and just by hanging out in the AIFS office, making lunch and just doing my work there. I get to talk to people. Also in my classes, the classes are pretty small. They're about ranging from maybe 5 to 12 people, and it's not just students in the AIFS program. There are some other programs that are also in the International Student Center that take the same classes as us, so it's other students from the US or elsewhere studying abroad here, so that's a great way to meet people across programs. Good question. So I flew out of Boston. I had one layover, so the travel day ended up being about 8 hours with a 1-ish hour flight one way, a layover, and then about a 5-hour flight. So it was very manageable. Left early in the morning, got here midday because of the time difference. And while I'm here, I'm definitely planning on traveling around Costa Rica. My goal is to go to all 7 provinces while I'm here, and I've already been to 4, so I'm making good progress. I'm thinking about traveling maybe to Panama or Guatemala with friends, maybe for a long weekend, but that is very much in the works. But I definitely would like to travel to other countries in Central America. If not while I'm here, then maybe after my program or in the future. So this will be the last question I answer for now before I go find a spot to do more homework, but I will answer more questions later. I think there are 2 things that I really enjoy about being at the university so far. The first being just the physical aspect and layout of it. Our campus here is beautiful. It is open air, so there really isn't a roof on like the center parts of campus, and it's always nice out and the breeze is flowing, and there's these little secret spots that I found, like the garden and this balcony that I don't think maybe a lot of students know about yet, but hopefully they'll find them too. I also really enjoy how we go to a university with local students. So it isn't just a study center. We are interacting and surrounded by native Spanish speakers, local students, and it's a great way to learn more about the culture and see what it is like to be a student in Costa Rica. Hello everyone, I am back for the day. So I finished my second class and I took the shuttle back to my homestay, and I am here to answer any remaining questions. So I'm starting with this one because I got asked this a lot. And I would say overall living with a host family has been a lovely experience. Living with a family is a great way to practice the language on a day-to-day basis. It's also great to have meals together, so we eat breakfast and dinner together. It's a way for me to try new foods that I've never eaten before, and that's been really cool because I wouldn't have had that otherwise if I was maybe living in a dorm setting. It's also a great way to just get to know people on a deeper level, and whether that be through conversation, but also going and doing little activities. So we will walk the dog a lot or go on excursions into the outskirts of the city, which has been very fun. This is a great question to end on. So I, first of all, totally understand where you're coming from. Although I always knew that I wanted to study abroad, when it came to actually preparing and leaving, I was super nervous. So I hear you. I would say that, first of all, do your research on what it actually is that you're looking for in a program. That way, when you do choose one, you feel more confident in your decision. And also just remembering that there's so much unique to a study abroad experience that you can't get in a classroom. Specifically, I would say if you are studying a language, this is the best way to get better. I have found that I kind of hit a wall in my university classes learning Spanish, but coming here, I feel like I've gotten a lot better already. So that has been a very great part of study abroad. And that has been my day. So I'm gonna sign off here because we're actually celebrating my 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗧'𝗦 birthday tonight, having a little party at the house. So with that, yeah, I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in today and for asking all of your great questions. If you want to learn more about studying abroad with AIFS, you can click on the link in the Instagram bio for a lot of information about the programs and applying and all of that. So I hope you all have a lovely evening, and yeah, thank you all so much.